Several families in Plaquemines Parish were trapped for days after Hurricane Ida made landfall. Lake Hermitage, just outside of the levee protection system, and many residents did evacuate. But for those who stayed behind, the hurricane was just the beginning of a long and dangerous ordeal. Candace Charles, she joins us live from Lake Hermitage, where she has been speaking with some of those residents. Very resilient folks.
That's right. I mean, I'm on Lake Hermitage Road, blocks away from Highway 23. So I want you to imagine this, folks, walking blocks and blocks down to Highway 23 after days of being trapped inside your home. Now, that is what Tracy and Bob Vincent did after Hurricane Ida flooded their community. And it was days after that when they finally got additional food and supplies. Landfall. Hurricane Ida forces rushing water into the Lake Hermitage community, trapping Trey Bob Vincent inside their home.
We essentially ended up as an island right here, so water on this side and water on this side by Myrtle Grove. And it was still, up until a few days ago, about 5 feet of water, so we would have needed boats.
One of the few homes still inhabited the day after the hurricane, the Vincent home, made out of shipping containers, became their refuge.
We could see down the road, and we knew that there was down power poles right here, so we knew it was going to be a while before we got out.
This wasn't their first hurricane. In fact, the two had never left their home for a hurricane. And as former military, the two were prepared, or so they thought.
We didn't know how bad it was until we walked to the end of the road.
It would be 3 days before the couple could leave their home. With ration food and supplies running out, the Vincents walked several blocks down Lake Hermitage Road to Highway 23.
Right before 23, as you turn off 23 onto Hermitage, was about 150 yards of about 3 feet high of swamp grass that
They were trapped. But the few that stayed behind, including the Vincent's 77-year-old neighbor, had a network of people to help.
Everybody was like, take whatever you need, we'll work it out when you get home.
But by day 6, with ration food slowly disappearing and the gas needed to run their generator running out, it was time to make a decision.
So that's when we kind of reached out. Both the sheriff and a mud boat came the same day. So we got gas, water, ice. It was like Christmas out here.
Now it's time to clean up.
It's sort of a hot mess, but we're accustomed to it.
And there's a lot of work ahead.
It's hard to clean without running water, so we have no running water, no power.
Henry McCansby returned home Tuesday. This is home for the folks of Lake Hermitage.
You pay a price to live in God's country. And this is the price you pay, I guess.
Money and pets kept the Vincents home during this hurricane, but when asked if they'd do it again, she simply said,
but I probably wouldn't stay for this strong of one again.
Yeah, and it's dried up here now, but the roads leading to Lake Hermitage still hold water. Some of the area has water, and I talked to the parish president about this as well, just to see what was going to happen next. There are some pipes that still need to be cleaned out in order to drain all of that water and hopefully get Plaquemines Parish back on to rebuilding. For now in Lake Hermitage, I'm Candace Charles, Eyewitness News.
All right, at least they were still smiling despite it all. Thank you, Candace.